friends, welcome to my channel How I Learn Russian Language. Nice to see you again. We are back with another video on accusative case in Russian language. This video tells us about certain verbs which are using accusative case in Russian language. These verbs indicate activities like place, to put, to hang and to invite. These four verbs answers the question kuda. That means in which direction. Hence, they use accusative case of Russian language. In this video, you will learn about how to say I am placing some object at some place. I am putting any object in a particular location. I am hanging some object in a particular place. Further, you will learn about how to talk about invitation at particular venue. In this video, we will learn these verbs in past tense and present tense. So please keep watching. Now we will continue with Vijay. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel How I Learn Russian Language. This video is about some specific verbs which are coming in the accusative case, and they are also answering the questions kuda. Three such verbs are there in accusative case which answers the question kuda, klast, stavit and vishat. Klast to put, stavit is to place and vishat is to hang, and their perfectives are klast, palajit, stavit, pastavit, vishat, pavesit. So to put, to place, to hang. These three verbs are there which are commonly answers the questions kuda, and both the nouns are there in that answering that. Both the nouns are direct object, and as we know accusative case is used to answer the question kudavi idyote, kudavi idete. So here also the accusative case is used for answering the question kudavi pastavili knigu, kuda ana palajila svoi journal, and the answers are also ana palajila svoi journal wa sumku. So wa sumku is a accusative case, okay, and journal also, svoi journal is also accusative case. In this way we have to see in this episode these verbs which are coming in the accusative case class, stavit and vishat. The perfectives are them are palajit, pastavit and pavesit. So we will continue with the examples of that. Kuda vi palajili mayuk nigu, या palajil वाशुक निगू व पर्थेल, या palajil वाशुक निगू व पर्थेल. Now here knigu, kniga is a feminine noun, so it is changing in the accusative case. Vasha kniga has changed to vashuk nigu, and va parthel, since parthel is a masculine gender noun, accusative case will not affect it, so it remained as a va parthel only. So next example we'll see kuda ana palajila svoi journal, ana palajila svoi journal va sumku. Now here va sumku is sumka. Sumka is a inanimate gender, this is a feminine noun, it's a feminine noun, so it is taking accusative case va sumku. Kuda, it answers the accusative case, with the accusative case it is answering va sumku. So kuda ana palajila svoi journal, ana palajila svoi journal va sumku. Now here this preposition va and na are also used as in the case of verbs of motion. So three things are there. First is the accusative case of noun, then va na of the prepositional, and again the accusative case of the second noun, which object and where to be placed, where to be put and where to be hanged. So klast, stavit, vishat, klast, palajit, stavit, pastavit, vishat, pavesit. Kuda vi palajili ruchku, kuda vi palajili ruchku, ruchka, ruchka या palajil ruchku व karman, या palajil ruchku व karman. Similarly, या palajil dengi व karman. Dengi is a plural, and ruchka is a pen, is a feminine gender noun, so it is taking the ending u, so it has become ruchku. And karandash, it's a pocket, it's a masculine gender noun, so it is not getting changed in accusative case. So या palajil dengi व karman, या palajil ruchku व karman. Here kuda vi palajili documenti, documents, it's a plural, so plural all feminine, masculine, neuter, all gender plurals, the accusative case is not applicable for inanimate nouns. So documenti also inanimate noun, so in the accusative case it will remain same as a nominative case. So kuda vi palajili documenti, ya palajil documenti व parthel. Again parthel is a masculine noun, so it will not change. Now we have finished with the palajil. Palajit is to put, which is the perfective aspect of class. Similarly, now we will see stavit, pastavit. Kuda vi pastavili parthel, कुदा विप्रस्ताविली परतफेल या प्रस्ताविल परतफेल नास्तोल. Na tol. Nastale is in prepositional case, but here it is nastol because tol is a masculine gender noun. Usually people think that whenever there is a preposition is coming, we have to use the prepositional case. That is the main confusion which we have to avoid. That is why these verbs are specially discussed in Russian language, that these are the verbs which take the accusative case and they are answering the question kuda. Kuda vi pastavili vazu. Now vaza is a feminine noun. Kuda vi pastavili vaju. Ya pastavil vaju वो अखनो. अखनो is a neuter gender noun, so it is not going to change. Kuda vi pastavili knigu. Kniga, when it comes in singular, it is taking accusative case ending knigu. Kuda vi pastavili knigu. So ये moi pastavili knigu na polku. Now polka, the bookshelf, is again the feminine noun, so it is also changing in as per the accusative case na polku. Here both the nouns kniga and polka both are feminine nouns, and that is why kuda vi pastavili knigu, moi pastavili knigu na polku. Okay, this is the best example of how these verbs are to be used. So similar is the case with all the three verbs klas, stavit, I vishat. Kuda vi pastavili kreslo. Kreslo is an armchair. Ya pastavil kreslo va ugol. Okay, had it been the prepositional case, the ugol has changed to va uglu. Okay, it's an exceptional case in prepositional case. But when it comes in the accusative case, it will remain as va ugol, because ugol is a masculine noun and it will not change in the accusative case. Kuda on pastavil stakan. On pastavil stakan na stol. So pastavil examples you have seen. Now we will see the pavesit. Pavesit is to hang, hanging chart, hanging map, like that. Kuda on pavesil palto. We hang our clothes in the cupboard. So here this is pavesit. Pavesil. Kuda on pavesil. Kuda on pavesil palto. On pavesil palto व shkaf. Kuda vi pavesili kartinu. Kuda vi pavesili kartinu. Kartina is a feminine noun, so it is taking ending in accusative case as a kartinu. Kuda vi pavesili kartinu. Ya pavesil kartinu na stenu. Again stena, the wall, is feminine noun, so that is also changing. Na stenu. Kuda vi pavesili kartinu. Ya pavesil kartinu na stenu. Kuda uchitel pavesil tablitsu. Uchitel pavesil tablitsu na dasku. Now tablitsa and daska both are feminine nouns, so they are taking the endings in feminine nouns, so they are changing in this accusative case. Uchitel pavesil tablitsu na dasku. In this way, these three important verbs vishat, klast, vishat and stavit, these use accusative case. They answer the questions kuda, and both the nouns, which object and where to place, which object where to hang, and which object where to be put. So that is why these verbs usually comes in the accusative case, and the nouns which are associated or the nouns which are object of these verbs are taking the accusative case. So this you have to remember and you have to use in your daily practice. Just now we have seen the perfective opposite of klas, stavit and vishat, which is palajit, pastavit and pavesit. Now we will see the present tense, what is the conjugation and what is the imperative form, and some examples in the present tense and how this imperative form. Okay, the imperative form of this is pastav for pastavit, for klas palajit, palaji, and for vishat pavesit, pavest, for vishat pavesit, pavest. So these are the imperative forms: pastav for stavit, pastavit, palaji for klas palajit, and pavest for vishat pavesit. And this is the conjugation of klas, stavit and vishat. The imperfective aspects: ya kladu for klas, ya kladu, ti kladyosh, on kladyot, moi kladyom, vi kladite. Not kladyote, it is vi kladite, and ani kladut. Okay, so this class, the conjugation is also different from the, not similar to the other word. Then stavit, ya stavliu, ti stavish, on stavit, moi stavim, vi stavite, ani stavyat. Then vishat, to hang, klas is to put, stavit is to place, and vishat is to hang. Ya vishayu, ti vishayesh, on vishayet, moi vishayem, vi vishayete, ani vishayut. Okay, this is the conjugation of klas, stavit and vishat. Now we'll see the quick look. We'll have a quick look at the examples of how to use them in the sentence, and what happens if any adjective also comes along with the noun. Okay, the first example: kuda moi kladyom titradi. Moi kladyom. Okay, moi kladyom titradi va portfel. Okay, ili va rucksack. Okay, व रुकझाक. Now Pathfel, if it is a Malin ki Pathfel, it's a Malin ki rucksack, then you say Malin ki rucksack, because it is not going to change as in the prepositional case. Okay, because this is the accusative case, so the inanimate nouns are not changing, inanimate masculine nouns are not changing in accusative case. So even if the adjective comes, it will remain वो Malin ki Pathfel, वो Bolshoi Pathfel, वो Malin ki rucksack, वो Bolshoi rucksack. Okay, the same, it will remain same as it is. Kuda mui kladium knigi. Knigi again is a inanimate plural, so nothing is going to happen to that also in accusative. Mui kladium knigi na stole. Okay, mui kladium knigi na stole. Stole is again masculine, so it is not getting changed in accusative. Kuda mui kladium veshi. Mui kladium veshi wa chimadan. Mui kladium veshi wa chimadan. Kuda mi stavim lampu. Kuda mi stavim lampu, moi stavim lampu na stol. Now this class examples are finished. Now stavit pastavit examples are there. Kuda mi stavim lampu. Lampu is a lampa is a feminine, so it will take the lampu. Moi stavim lampu na stol. Ili na pismenni stol. Na stol, and if stol is a writing table, so na pismenni stol. Pismenni stol again it will remain same as it is, because it is associated with a masculine inanimate noun. So it will not change, it will remain same. Na pismenni stol. Kuda mi stavim knigi. Kuda mi stavim knigi. Moi stavim knigi na polku. Ili na knizhnuyu polku. Knizhnaya polka is a bookshelf, and since it is coming in accusative case, na polku or na knizhnuyu polku. Na polku ili na knizhnuyu polku. So in this way the adjectives associated with that noun is also changing in the accusative case. Moi stavim knigi na polku ili moi stavim knigi na knizhnuyu polku. Kuda mi stavim cveti. Moi stavim cveti wa vazu. Moi stavim cveti wa vazu. Vaja is again feminine noun, so it will take the ending vaju, va vaju, and if there is any adjective associated with that will also change. Va balshuyu sinnuyu vaju. Okay, va balshuyu sinnuyu vaju. It's a big blue vase. And then the last example, kuda mui vishayate palto I kostumi. Kuda mui vishayate palto I kostumi. Ya vishayu palto I kostumi wa shkaf. व एतत मालिन बलशोय shkaf. व एतत मालिन की shkaf. Okay, this will also not change because the shkaf is a masculine noun, and the adjectives associated with will not change in the accusative case. So in this way we have seen the three examples. Okay, to put, to place, to hang. Okay, how they are answering the questions kuda, and both the objects which are the nouns, which are the direct objects, so how they are changing in the accusative case. Okay, this is all about the now inanimate things, where to place, put, hang. Now when we talk about the animate things like to priglasit, now one verb is there, priglasit, is to invite. Okay, kavoi priglasite. Now kuda, again there a question comes kuda, so kavoi priglasite, so priglasite has got again the verb priglasit. Okay, in case of animate nouns, the verb priglasit will again use accusative case, and that priglasit example we will see now. Okay friends, now we will see the verb priglashat, priglasit, how to use it in accusative case. We know priglashat kavovi priglasite. Okay, kavovi khatite priglasit. Okay, like this we know, it answers the question kavo, which is in accusative case, must in animate nouns will come as a under kavo, and then further it has it specifies kuda. Okay, kavo and kuda. So that is why both the nouns in this case are coming in the accusative case. So how it is coming, that we will see now. Okay, ya priglashayu vas. Okay, vas, again it's a pronoun, we say we, vas, mui, nas, like that. Ya priglashayu vas na excursiu wa sasedni gorat. Na excursiu, excursia wa sasedni gorat. Okay, this is all in accusative case, va sasedni gorat, not va sasedni gorade. Next example is mui priglashaem tibia na vistauku. Chira un priglasil svaich druzei va kofe. Yesterday he invited his own friends the coffee. व Свои друзья has changed to своих друзей as per in the accusative case, and व кофе. Студенты пригласили преподавателя на студенческий вечер. Na studenческий вечер. Studenческий вечер is a masculine noun which and studenческий is a, now here it is in this case it is вечер is a noun and this is adjective. Studenческий is a adjective, and since it is associated with this masculine noun, it will not change, it will remain as it is in accusative case. На студенческий вечер. Она пригласила знакомого человека в театр. Она пригласила кого? Она пригласила и куда? Окей, она пригласила знакомого человека в театр. Я хочу пригласить вас на концерт в наш клуб. Я хочу пригласить вас на концерт в наш клуб. It is not на концерте в нашем клубе. It is not like that. It is на концерт в наш клуб. So in this way, the verb пригласить also answers the accusative verb пригласить to invite also answer the accusative case. So this is about in this episode how we learn the verbs class, stavit and vishat, and now the verb priglashat, priglasit, and how they are using the accusative case. Those examples we have seen in this episode. Okay, if you like this episode, please like and subscribe. Okay, please keep watching. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel How I Learn Russian Language. For any information, please write to us in a comment box. Thank you.